Now for the show that's truly too hot to handle. It's The Melting Pat, and it starts right now.
You're listening to The Melting Pat. Here's your host, Pat Johnson.
Well, thank you, Jerome. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show, The Melting Pat. How are you? My name is Pat. Nice to meet you. Nice to talk to you. If you're new, nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. If you've been here a while, then it's also nice to see you. It's nice to see all of you, all of your wonderful smiling faces. I get your texts. I read your comments and your messages. Thank you for all of them. None of you are insanely stupid, so that helps. Yeah, Pat, are you really want to start this way? Yeah, I think so. I think this is the way I want to do this. Welcome to the show. Today we have guests. Today we are chatting with two members of the band Ruby, another band from the Chicagoland area. And I'm excited. We actually just, as I'm sitting here, we just finished talking about 20 minutes ago. And it was great. George and Sean are fantastic, and we had a great conversation. And so I am excited to share it with you because their EP, their self-titled EP, Ruby, is out now. It came out yesterday. And so, yeah, this is what happens when I record ahead. I have to remember that dates are a thing. So, yeah, as you're hearing this, the EP is out. Ruby, R-U-B-Y. It's out right now. So go listen to it. Check it out. You'll hear a song from it later on today. And then, of course, George and Sean, they did answer the all-important question. So we covered a lot of ground, but let me let you know about Ruby. They're a band from the Chicagoland area. They've been playing shows all around the city. They formed in April of last year, and they cover pop slash rock. Sorry, I'm trying to read the thing that George sent me, with an emphasis on 80s style music, and the EP features much of that 80s style sound throughout with a contemporary touch to it. So there you go. See, I can read. Don't let the naysayers tell you that Pat can't read out loud, because I did it. I think I did well. No? All right. Anyway, should I have like an intern or a producer or somebody try to read for me instead? Is that anything? No? Okay. Anyway. Oh, we don't have their socials. Hold on. Let me go look this up. 1 second. All right. Well, that's just too perfect. I opened up Instagram because that's where they contacted me to look up their stuff. And the first post, Jesus. The first, I can read, but I can't speak normal words. The first post that I saw was from them, Ruby_Music Official, and they're playing a show July 9 at Book Club Chicago. I don't know where that is. More info at bookclubchi.com. Links to that will be in the show notes. Links to Ruby and all their stuff will be in the show notes as well. There we go. Ruby_Music Official on Instagram, and if I can find a website or something or other, I will share that with you as well. But there we go. Ruby from Chicago, because apparently the Midwest loves the Melting Pat. So yes, we talked about songwriting, doing covers, auditioning singers, getting the band together, kind of finally everything falling into place. And we also played a song from said EP at the end of our chat. And then after the credits here today, we will I'll play for you when George and Sean answered the most important question. So there you go. I will come back after, and we'll do the mouth riff, and we'll do all the stuff that we do. So again, Ruby_Music Official on Instagram, and links to all the things will be in the show notes. Their self-titled EP is available right now. And here's me talking all about it with George and Sean. Me and Ruby right now. There's a reason this is no longer a live radio show. Let's just put it that way. So I'm excited to do this. Thank you for accommodating my schedule and showing up. I appreciate it. How are you guys?
Doing good. Thank you for having us. Excited to be on.
Absolutely. This is such a super cool opportunity. Thank you for having us.
Oh, wow. A super cool opportunity. And I'm just a guy in his basement. That's high praise. Thank you for that. Yeah, not the first Midwest band I've had on this month, actually, because I just had Double Identity on a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
Or last week, rather. Do you know them, by the way?
We have not met yet. We do follow each other on Instagram. That's where, I learned about this podcast and was like, oh, snap, we got to be on here.
So this would probably be the third guest that has come on because of Double Identity.
Okay.
Because I
Oh,
had their
okay.
producer on,
Okay.
and I had one of their friends on who does music as well, Peter Hunt Spitek. Peter Hunt and the Great Outdoors is the name of that band, by the way. Yeah, and so I guess I got to throw all my booking through Double Identity now. I think that's the plan. So they're going to book all my guests. Yeah, we're gonna funnel it right through them, and it's going to be great. So you guys are new to the scene, like a new-ish band, from what you told me, from what George told me.
Yeah.
So, and you also just got a new singer, or just, now you have a singer, you're fully formed. So how did the process of getting a singer go? Like, did you hold auditions? Did you just like post on Facebook and Instagram and say, hey, we need a singer, and a bunch of people answered? How did that work?
Yeah. So with Rachel right now, we have Rachel Caldwell in the band now as our new lead singer. And Ruby, we had been operating with a different singer now for about a year. We just had different goals about where we wanted. He was at kind of a different place. It was a total amicable split, for sure. I text Nick all the time now, but yeah, so we knew that we were going to need a new singer about at the beginning of the year. And we did post on Bandmix. Bandmix, if you haven't heard of it, is kind of like a LinkedIn for musicians who kind of want to meet other musicians and jam and see what happens. So we had a posting out on Bandmix at the beginning of the year. We did audition a couple of different singers, and we saw it wasn't really going to be a good fit. And then I came across Rachel. We hit it off immediately, talking about influences and kind of where we want to go musically. And we actually had a show at Uncommon Ground in Lakeview by Wrigleyville in April, where Nick, our current singer, couldn't make it. So we needed a fill-in. So we asked Rachel to sing with us there. It was a sold-out concert, too, at Uncommon Ground. Great time.
Look at you.
Yeah, it was
Packing the house.
And so, yeah, we had Rachel sing for us there. And it was great. We saw the fit was amazing. And we're just like looking at each other after the show. We're like, this is it, man.
Yeah.
We got to do it. This is our singer.
After our very first rehearsal with Rachel, I think I was talking with George afterwards, and literally one of the first things I said to him is like, this is it. That is our sound. That's exactly what we're looking for. So, yeah, we couldn't have asked for anything better. It's been super great. It's been such a nice change to the band sound. Of course, yeah, we're of course very amicable with Nick. We're super excited. We got everything coming up.
So the first time that you heard her sing your stuff was at the show, or did she go through the audition process too?
She went through the audition process. With her, it was only one practice before the show. And we saw that this was going to be a fit. And after that, we kind of knew that this was going to be our singer.
So you sat back with your clipboards, watching everybody sing, looking at each other during their singing, like, I don't know, guys. I don't know about this, guys.
Yeah, no, it was, kind of, for sure. There were some singers that we auditioned where, like, from the first note they would sing. We're like, yeah, this is not gonna.
Oh no!
We're not proceeding with them.
Oh no!
Yeah. But you act professional. You carry through the audition, and afterwards, a couple days after, you give them the feedback from the band. Just, it's not the best fit. We're gonna look in a different direction. And,
just cut them off. No. Stop. This is listen. You can either make this song or not make this song, right?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's my biggest fear. Like I do make music, but I don't perform because it's not a thing I like to do. But like that would be my biggest fear, like going to an audition for someone else and like feeling them go, you know what? You're a nice guy, but I'm like, oh, God damn it. Yeah. You know what? You're right. You're right. I got you. Thanks for letting me.
Our process with the auditions it was pretty basic too. We would just give them like 5 covers that we do, pretty easy to learn. Sing these 5 songs. And if, it would advance to the next step, the next stage, then we'd start giving them our originals. So yeah, it wasn't like some sort of detailed hardcore process. But it's also like when you know.
Yeah.
And that's what it's like with Rachel.
Yeah.
So they had to earn their way to play your original.
Yes.
Is that what I'm hearing? Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you guys do play covers. What is your favorite cover to play?
Sean, I'll let you answer this one.
I'm very biased because I'm a drummer, and my style is very much like the rock and roll kind of style. My parents raised me on, Zeppelin, everything from the 70s, everything in the 80s, Aerosmith, Motley Crue. So we do a version of rock and roll, and that's my favorite to do because it's always our closer, or not always our closer, but very often our closer at our shows. And it's something that's like I can finally just get the rest of my energy out and then just get it all out there, and it always goes well. It's always such a fun song to do. So I'd say that's my favorite.
For me, I would say my influences are kind of 80s melodic rock, sort of like Journey, Toto, in that sphere. So we do a couple Toto covers, Hold the Line and Rosanna. And so I just absolutely love playing those, and the crowd loves it too. So I have some good guitar solos. I'm a big Steve Lukather fan from Toto. He's one of my big idols in terms of playing guitar. So I definitely love when we do those Toto covers.
Wow. I don't know what I was expecting when I asked that question, but somehow Toto was not it.
Yeah.
So that was actually my next question was, which ones do the crowds like best?
Yeah. They like a lot of our stuff. It's kind of, I know that sounds kind of a cop-out answer, but they really do. I mean, rock and roll really gets them going because, we start playing rock and roll and you kind of see, and like the audience response, they're like, oh, they're playing Zeppelin, So rock and roll, I feel like definitely they like it. And they do like when we do, this is a big one too, Heartbreaker by Pat Benatar.
Oh my God, I love that song so much.
Killer. That's one we recently added to our set because we have Rachel. And it's killer. The vocals and then the guitar solo at the end.
That guitar solo rips.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
absolutely.
That's a great one. All right. I think you're going to have to play that one. No, I can't. I'd have to pay Pat Benatar, and I don't have pay Pat Benatar money. So, damn it. I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
No, you're okay. We also, we do rock covers, of course, but we also do a little bit more modern music as well. We do a cover of Chaperone's Good Luck Babe. That one always seems to go well with the crowds because it's something that it's more modern. Everyone knows it. Everyone can dance to it. It's such a great vibe with our synth player. We all mesh really well together on it. It's just such a great dance kind of pop rock kind of tune. That one always seems to go over well with the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Chaperone's great. That's awesome. Mixing some Sabrina Carpenter, I think you got a pretty killer show right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you tried any Sabrina Carpenter covers?
Not as of yet, no.
Not as of yet, yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, she's got a new record coming out, so you have more songs to try to learn.
For sure, yeah.
So good. Oh, that's fun. I like that you mix it up with, because I don't know what you call it, the little blurb George sent me about the band. I'm like, oh, cool, man, 80s style stuff. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you mix in the modern stuff. So even, the younger crowd can go, oh, finally something my dad doesn't listen to, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. And that's kind of why we play some of the covers that we do, like Good Luck Babe, because it has that 80s influence to it. When you listen to it, you're like, wow, this song sounds like it could be made like in 1985 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so it kind of has that modern yet 80s influence that kind of we try to achieve with our sound of our own.
And I think you have nailed it. We're going to talk about it when I'm going to ask you to talk all about Flashback. Yeah. I think you have nailed that, like right in that groove, which we're going to talk about.
Thank you.
You're welcome, of course. But I love my favorite question to ask musicians because I get such a wonderful variance of answers. Generally speaking, how do your songs come together? When you sit down to write, Does somebody come in? Do you come in with a drum fill and go, let's work around this? Do you come in with lyrics? Do you come in with a wow, 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 like a guitar thing and try to work around that? How does it, when you start to put together a song, how does it work for you guys?
Our process, it may be a little different than typical bands because we're not like, a famous band where this is our full-time jobs, where we're in the studio together 6 to 8 hours a day, just going through ideas, bouncing them off each other a little bit. So when I'll usually, with these songs on the EP, they all came from me and from lyrics and ideas that I've written over the years. And our process is I'll have the lyrics, I'll send them to Sean, and I'll kind of tell him like the sort of vibe that we're going for drum wise. And I'll send him kind of like soft demo of what I'm thinking too, whether it's on me singing with a guitar or me on the keyboards. I'll send him something as sort of a reference to give him the kind of vibe we're going for with the drums. And then once that's in Sean's hands, he'll kind of create a drum track for me to then further record a demo of this. I use Reaper as my DAW. So yeah, I'll do everything in Reaper. I'll add the guitar, keyboard melody, and then from there we'll take it to the band and say, hey, we have this idea here, pretty fully formed already. Can you guys kind of like sweeten it up a little, put your touch to it now? And so then our bassist will create a bass line for it. And then our singer, Rachel, will kind of, I'll give her the general vocal melody of the verses and choruses, but she'll kind of tweak it then to fit a little bit more of her style and kind of to take it to a new level.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our process. And then from there, we'll practice together in the studio room, the songs over and over again. And then we'll play them live and then get to a point where we're like, okay, we're going to go into an actual studio to get these professionally recorded. And that's what we did. That's how all these songs on our EP were developed.
Mm-hmm.
So it all starts with pieces here and there. And then you're like, okay, we have kind of a bass, pun intended, a bass for everybody to kind of throw in their kind of mixture to the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's essentially like, it's a way for everyone to kind of put their own, like exactly like George. So like kind of put their own little influence in it. And it takes a lot of musical collaboration to do that. And a lot of musical trust as well. It's a lot of me working back and forth with George at the beginning, being like, hey, this is the drum part that I kind of thought about, maybe we try something like this for this particular part, or hey, maybe I'm not so sure about this part, but I wanted to send this to you and see what you thought. Should it be more this or more like this? It's a lot more of that like back and forth to make sure. I mean, usually George and I are very lockstep in how we do with song creation. It's very, very more likely we're going to be on the same page with how songs particularly will want to sound, especially when he sends me like the demos to create the drum track too. I'm like, okay, I can kind of see where he's going from. I can create the drum track to kind of fit in with this. But it's a lot of that, just like that collaboration, making sure that everyone's playing their own little voice in it to make it, entirely a Ruby original that everyone wants to do, because that's what allows the band to sound the way that it is, because we have so much fun doing all of this, because every song that we play, it's like I'm playing this little part that it feels like I have my own little voice in it. And it's super cool. We could not have asked for these originals to come out any better than what they did.
Yeah. And Sean, let me add like a great example kind of how, we work together to have a song created was with our opening track on our EP 26. That was a song, I had written the lyrics and chords for, and I sent you that. And I'm like, Sean, lay down something like I'm just a kid on here. That's kind of a feel that I had for that drum track. And Sean just delivered exactly what I was hoping for that. The chemistry it's there with us.
Absolutely.
And we hope that the EP kind of reflects that.
I think it does. I mean, I've listened. The only like full master that I've listened to is Flashback,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna ask you about. But the other ones, yeah. So I had the demos for the other ones.
Mhm.
Thank you very much for that, by the way.
Yeah.
To kind of give me an idea of, you know, what I'm walking into. That's what I like to do before I have a band on, is listen to whatever I can of theirs. And so, yeah, having that, like, it comes out for sure that like every kind of piece of the song had like someone put their own spin on it. Even though I don't know all of you individually, like it just feels like, okay, so this came from over here, this came from there, and this all just meshed together really well. And as you explain it, I'm like, okay, that's the way, like that's ideally the way to do it, is
Mhm.
everyone has their own kind of spin on it, but also collectively, this is how we want the band to sound. And like everybody just kind of mix it all together, make it happen. And I think it's, from what I have listened to, I think it's worked really well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate that.
So you nailed it, is what I'm saying.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. That's
That's great. That's great to hear.
Yeah, as I can't wait to hear the full versions of the rest of these songs. So the EP is coming out July 4, right?
Yes.
correct. Yeah.
Okay, so by the time this comes out, everyone will have a chance to have heard it. So that's great. Wonderful. At least I hope they would have listened to it by now. Listen to that first and then tell you, pause this, go listen to the EP, and then come back. That's what I'll say to all my friends and fans out there. Listen to their EP, pause me, pause us, don't worry about us. Listen to the thing, and then come
We'll
back.
be here when you get back, we promise.
Yes, we'll be right here. We're not going anywhere. Promise. So we're going to play Flashback for the people. You won't hear it right now. Everyone else will when it comes out. So tell me all about Flashback. How did this one come together? Did this start with a voice memo in the car? Did this start with you made a sound with your mouth and then made that with guitar? How did this, how did Flashback come about for everybody involved?
Yeah. So, I mentioned being a big fan of the 80s. I like, a lot of melodic stuff from the 80s, a lot of synth pop sounding stuff. So I kind of had the idea from the onset of the keyboard parts for it. And I knew that it was going to be a simple song. I think it's only like 4 chords the entire time, but with the layering that we do and all the different keyboard sounds and instruments we have in there, it comes out to be something like really cool and different than many of the bands that we play with here in Chicago. But it started from the keyboard riff, and then the vocal melody just kind of came naturally from there on out. And I was able to pair it with lyrics that I think are very relevant and a lot of people that can relate to. And from there, I sent it to Sean to do his thing, and we were able to kind of go back and forth with how this was going to be, how the sound we're going for.
Absolutely. I would characterize the drums in that song as just like big and driving. Like it's nothing too flashy or anything like that. It's just a very, very simple kind of groove, but just enough to a point where it really drives that song forward and kind of helps kind of elevate the synth and the synth bass in that song as well. Really happy with how it turned out. It all sounded really great.
One of the keys for me too with creating this song and kind of the sound for it was, and not to kind of toot my own horn, but this song needed a killer guitar solo in it, and I feel like I kind of channeled that Steve Lukather sound that I talked about at the beginning, and that was really kind of the vibe that I was going for. It needed a killer guitar solo in there to take that song to the next step. And I hope listeners kind of agree with that.
Yeah, when the first little guitar riff comes in, like it's really quick, but it comes in and I'm just like, oh, we're going to get a solo here.
Yeah.
We're going to get a ripping solo here. And then it hits, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, this is perfect. Like this is exactly what I was hoping for. Crushed it. Hats off to you. I don't wear hats, but if I did, to you, sir.
No, thank you. Yeah, that's absolutely the goal. And I feel like in today's music, and a lot of popular music too, the guitar solo is kind of lost. It's not really there anymore. And so I kind of hope that this song and our music in general kind of brings it back, and there's an added emphasis on it going forward. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but definitely had fun creating it and recording it and playing it with the band.
Yes, more guitar solos, please. Everyone, more guitar solos, more things. I can make more noises with my face. Do that. More guitar solo. More. We need more, not fewer.
Yeah.
More, definitely.
Mhm.
Oh, there we go. I think we did it. I think we handled all the stuff. We nailed it. I'll have one more question for you when we're done. But for now, Ruby, we nailed it. We did
nailed
it.
it.
We did
Right?
it.
We feel good about this?
Yes.
We feel good?
Feeling good.
All
Yeah.
right. Wonderful. Oh, thanks for doing this. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, thank you for
Of
having
course.
us.
Thanks for having us.
You're gonna have more clients coming from us now. So
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Okay. All right. So the EP is out as of yesterday. The EP is out. So go check it out. You can hear a song from it right now, right here, right now. Flashback. Ruby. It's the Melting Pat. We'll be right back.
Your smile lights the way, a memory that just won't fade away. Held you close that night, like everything would be alright. Even though it fell apart, it's still deep in my heart. Time stands still and I'm caught in the past, wishing it would last, because your love's a flashback I replay in my mind every day. Oh yeah, your love's a flashback I replay in my mind every day. Highs and lows, we were caught in the rhythm and flow. All I have are echoes of a love I can't let go. I just can't think straight anymore. It happens all the time. It's hard to leave the past behind when you're on my mind, because the love's the flashback I replay in my mind every day. Oh yeah, your love's the flashback I replay in my mind every day, because your love's the flashback I replay in my mind every day. Oh yeah, your love's the flashback I replay in my mind every day. Crazy, I keep going crazy for new moments. All I have are the flashbacks. Because your love's a flashback I replay in my mind every day. Oh yeah, your love's a flashback I replay in my mind every day. Because your love's a flashback I replay in my mind every day. Oh yeah, your love's a flashback I replay in my mind every day.
And there you have it, our new friends, Ruby. That's a song from their latest EP. It's called Flashback, the Melting Pat. We are back. Did we get it? Did we get that one? No, okay. All right. Well, we tried. We went for it. I do think that song could do really well in a movie. Maybe, the montage, right? When you're going over with things that went down that maybe weren't so good. You're like, hey, wait a minute. Maybe I do need to come around and talk to this person again. Or in Grand Theft Auto. Put that on the radio in Grand Theft Auto. I guess maybe I've been playing a ton of Vice City and Vice City Stories, both games set in the 80s. And I feel like that would fit right in. And we mentioned Pat Benatar, Heartbreaker, which is in Vice City Stories, I believe. It's in one of them. And I really want to play the Pat Benatar guitar solo, but I don't want to C&D from them. It's better that the famous people don't know who I am, so they don't try to get money from me. So just imagine that I did it. And, should we mouth riff Pat Benatar right now? Hold on one second. I think we're going to do this. Okay, we got it. We improv'd a little bit, but I think that's okay. There you go. 2 mouth riffs right there for you. I threw a couple in during the conversation as well, but there you go. There's Pat Benatar. Heartbreaker as performed by my face. What was I talking about? Oh, Ruby. Right. We just talked to them. We had a great time. So anyway, because they covered Pat Benatar at their shows, that song. So that's how we got there. Put Flashback in either a movie and or a Grand Theft Auto game set in the 80s. There you go. Just patch it into, I don't know if you could do that now. It's not a thing, but they were on PS2. Patching is not really a thing on PS2 games, but no, they released updated, they got ports to like Steam and stuff, right? Didn't they? Am I thinking of that? Yeah, like the definitive editions, right? So patch in this song to one of those games, Vice City or Vice City Stories, or both. Who cares? It would matter the year, I guess. The year of the year of the song, right? And when the games are. Let me see. When did this song come out? This says it's from the greatest hits version. That's not what I want. 2005. No way, dude. Come on. Anyway, I'm not looking it up anymore. Anyway. Ruby, Pat Benatar, Chicago. What else we got? Anything fun? I think we're good. We are good to go. There you go. Ruby. Ruby_music official on Instagram. There we go. We got everything? Boy, I hope so. So their new EP, it's out. Get it right now. Stream it, buy it, tell your friends, send it to them. Tell them I sent you. Tell them I said hello. And they'll go, that guy? Hell yeah, that guy. Or not. I don't know what they'll do. They might actually forget about me by then. Who knows? No, I'm going to tag them. They'll know. It'll be fine. Anyway, that's it. That's our show. My thanks to Ruby for coming along. My thanks to all of you for listening. If you're new, especially, thank you very much. You know what? Even if you're old, even if you've been around a while, especially, thank you very much for that. Thanks for being here. That's all. TheMeltingPat.com for more from me. All the things. Sign up for the Patreon, the newsletter. The other things that I have, I don't know, I got some music on there and some other stuff. I don't know. I'm hoping to stream on Twitch some more, especially after Tony Hawk 3 and 4 comes out. That's Tony Hawk 3 and 4. Pat, can you say words properly? No, I can't. And I've been doing a podcast almost 10 years. Radio for, almost nearly 20? It was 08. Yeah, September 08 when I started doing radio. And pretty much have never stopped. So there you go. That's me. And I still can't read out loud or speak properly. And I've been doing this a very long time. So there you go. We won't play G-Love today, but go check out G-Love and Special Sauce at Philadelphonic.com. And because when I have guests, I like to just do my thing. I was in between breaths, and I blew it. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, you'll hear that, and then you'll hear George and Sean answer the most important question, and that'll be that. Okay? So go check out Ruby, go tell them I said hi, and go have fun. Okay? We're done. We're good. We're over. It's over. We go home. Go. Bye. This has been an 8 Boylan production. Until next time, my friends, have fun. Be safe. Thank a veteran. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Get vaccinated and boosted when you can. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Tip your wait staff. You know the drill. do the stuff. Okay? I love you. Thanks for coming. There's more after the credits, but for now, that's it. You've been inside the Melting Pat. Go have fun and go crap open a cold one. Okay, we're not done yet. You're not done? Oh, you thought, oh, finally, Pat, we're done. God, no, you're not done yet. I have one more question. I ask this of every guest, and I do judge you based on your answer. So think carefully.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No,
No.
it's not. No.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Oh, thank God.
I'm so happy. Yeah, and I love that it was immediate and with such conviction.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the show? You've studied this. You have listened to my show. You knew I was looking for that answer. That's the only way. Or you think about this as often as I do.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, a hot dog it's not a sandwich.
No,
For it to
no.
be a sandwich, it needs to be on a form of bread, which is 2 slices of something. A hot
Yeah.
dog bun is a single entity, for
Yeah,
lack
correct.
of a better word.
Yeah.
Correct? No, that is the word. Yeah, correct. That's right.
And it's just not it. It's a hot dog. If you're listening to this, a hot dog is not a sandwich.
Thank you for that. I'm so glad to hear you get the right answer. Thank you. I did not coach them in any way. They answered completely of their own volitions and just immediately and just like, no, like almost offended that I would ask. That's fantastic. Oh, that was great. This was great. Thank you guys for doing this.
No, absolutely. No, thank you for having us. This was
Yeah.
a blast. We had so much fun doing this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely wonderful. And we're clear.
Woo.